had erectile dysfunction or currently have erectile dysfunction, if it's a small amount or a large amount in stamina or difference, you may be facing heart changes, heart problems, brain changes, brain problems. In other words, it may be the signal of a premature starting of a stroke or a heart attack. In addition to that, it can also signify issues with the kidney. So let's get into what this means and what we can do about it. Because there are so many things naturally that we can do for erectile dysfunction. So let's talk a little bit about anatomy. One of the things that is so important to us knowing about the anatomy of the male structure is this very tiny line going in and going out. The blue line is the penile vein, and just adjacent to it, very, very thin there, is the penile artery. The important part about this is, I need to plug this in, is that there's one artery in and one vein out. So when we know that information, it becomes so much more important because clogs like atheromas and things that clog arteries, which would be cholesterol plaque and any other sort of plaque or inflammation like uric acid, cholesterol, LDL, triglycerides, they're going to block this artery going in. When you decrease the blood flow, the organ or the muscle is orchestrated and commanded by blood flow. So no blood flow, guess what? No erectile function. Well, that's not a good thing. But in addition to that, what else does that mean for us? This is one of the smallest arteries and veins in the body. So if the penile function isn't working, we then better look to the coronary arteries of the heart and the cerebral arteries of the brain. So while it's not nice at all to think about male erectile dysfunction, it can be one of the first flags or the first warnings that something more severe may be going on. When we improve blood flow with decreasing cholesterol, decreasing blood pressure, decreasing diabetes, decreasing uric acid, we're going to increase the performance of this organ. So this organ is not only related to bedroom sports, it's also related to male overall health. And I think, and I know, because I've treated men for over 20 years, both are important to the man. So yes, we can simply prescribe a Viagra or a Cialis, but it's not treating the underlying problem. And by just doing that, it may get to the point where a Viagra or Cialis, excuse me, can't help anymore. So we've got to help the underlying problem. So we've got one tract in, one tract out, one penile artery, one penile vein. We need to protect the circulation flow to keep the flow of the muscle healthy. We also have to exercise the muscle, which we'll be talking about shortly. So, what can we do to the male organ to improve blood flow in and out? Well, there are a bunch of foods, and we love when we talk about foods because that's nature's way of helping us. There are actually 10 foods that can absolutely, and there's research and there's studies behind these foods that will help improve male blood flow and performance to the male organ during sex. Number one would be the almighty avocado. Avocado has fibers and other protein binders in it that help blood flow to the male organ. Watermelon. Watermelon has nitrous oxide and citrulline. Watermelon's been known in a lot of indigenous countries to improve blood flow and male performance, and it's actually sort of a god in some countries, the god of food. Dark chocolate, not milk chocolate, but actually 85% or more dark chocolate can improve blood flow to the male organ. Spinach, well, Popeye and pals knew something. Spinach is absolutely amazing to the male organ. It does improve blood flow. Walnuts. Walnuts are sort of a magical male fruit. I use fruit mildly there. It is a nut, but walnuts are excellent for improving blood flow and function of the male organ. Oysters. I don't have any oysters out tonight, but all the jokes you've heard about oysters and seafood being the god and goddesses of love are absolutely true. Oysters improve the male organ. Pomegranate juice. Great for the mind, great for the heart health, great for cholesterol, and great for male performance. Garlic. Well, the vampires knew more than we did. So garlic is absolutely wonderful for male health and male performance. Chili peppers. Chili peppers spontaneously improve blood flow and performance, and so we love to use these in all of our egg dishes or casseroles and such. They're just lovely. And then your citrus fruits, whether it be lemons, oranges, or any other the citrus fruits, they're wonderful to enhance male performance. Those are nature's gift to us, guys. So let's use them, right? Because they're going to enhance our longevity, they're going to enhance our performance, and they're going to decrease other bad effects, the bad effects from processed foods. So we need to know what those are doing to us. When we're eating the processed foods, the meats, the nitrates, the cold cuts, the fried foods, all they're doing is clogging our arteries and decreasing our abilities to perform. Exercise is your very best friend. Get off the couch and get moving. Fresh fruits and vegetables are your absolute best friend. Decrease your fat, decrease your salt, decrease your butters, and increase your fibers. I'll talk about that in a minute. There are several fiber foods that are very, very important. Or you could use a product like Fiber Complex if you don't have time to get enough of your fibers in, if you're traveling or something, and we have a great one, Skin Body Health Fiber Complex. Lose weight. Well, easy to say, a little bit hard to do. We've got natural peptides. That's a different talk for a different day. Semaglutides like Ozempic, tirzepatides like Mounjaro, and they're wonderful for decreasing the waistline. When we decrease the waistline and decrease the weight, we're going to improve the blood flow to the penile organ. Decreasing tobacco, decreasing alcohol also improve, as you can well imagine. Last but not least, when we talk about just exercise, it's not only about walking, and there was a Harvard study that proved that 30 minutes of walking a day was linked with a 30% drop of risk for erectile dysfunction. Walking 30 minutes a day, you can walk during a power talk or a conference call. Other research suggests that moderate exercise can help restore sexual performance in obese males, in middle-aged men with erectile dysfunction. So that's just fabulous move. In addition to walking, you can do your pelvic floor exercises. So if you can imagine, you may be experiencing micturition, otherwise known as urination at the toilet. When that's going on, suggest to yourself, maybe the phone is ringing or maybe someone's knocking at the door, and you stop for a moment. What you would do is you would pull in those muscles and pull up, kind of like an elevator, a Kegel movement. Pull in and pull up, just like an elevator. When we do that, we're doing a Kegel exercise. If you did 10 minutes of those in the morning and 10 minutes of those at night, that is proven, yet again by another study, when that pelvic floor gets stronger, you're going to impede the vein, which takes the blood flow away. What do we want to do to keep the organ stronger? We want to keep the blood flow there. So by practicing these simple exercises 20 minutes a day, cost nothing, absolutely free, we're moving that organ. So there was a study, a British trial, within 3 months of doing twice daily sets of Kegel exercises, And the lifestyle changes we're talking about, some decreasing the fats and the fried foods, increasing the fresh fruits and vegetables. Males decrease their erectile dysfunction by over 35%. Okay, so what else can you do in terms of exercise? Well, that is a muscle, just like your biceps or triceps. And guess what? If you wanted to improve your biceps or triceps, you'd pick up some weights and you'd do some repetitions or sets. Same thing for the male organ. Please get yourself, these are handed out in the urology clinics in Portugal, Spain, France, and all parts of Europe on an everyday basis. Hand out the penile pumps, or go get yourself one, ask your doctor to order you one. Penile pumps, you place it on the organ, it's a vacuum pump, it causes an erection via a vacuum. You leave it on for 10 minutes. If you do that morning and night, you can absolutely improve the muscle function of the organ. It's just another muscle, guys, so we've got to use it or lose it. So pay attention to your vascular health. What I'm talking about there is high blood pressure. Stop your salt. Of course, take your blood pressure medication. Chelated magnesium, chelated zinc, and potassium. Those will improve your elements like magnesium, calcium, potassium, which actually help you naturally pull down your blood pressure by assisting in your smooth muscle contractions. Cholesterol. Cholesterol is a demon. That's that one artery and vein in and out. We want to make sure that artery and vein, that one artery and vein in and out that controls that muscle, is kept at optimal health by decreasing cholesterol with oatmeal, annatto E, CoQ ubiquinol, fish oil. Those are the things that are going to decrease cholesterol and improve your blood flow and function. With that, you want to increase a fiber diet. Well, what are some things besides oatmeal? And I don't want to drink all that Metamucil stuff. Well, there are so many things, and I will put it on the website. Apples, apricots, asparagus, avocado, beans, bran, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cantaloupe, cauliflower, celery, corn, and dates. Papaya, one of my favorites. It's a very dense fruit, makes you feel full, doesn't have a lot of sugars. And the list goes on. Raisins, romaine, spinach, Popeye's best friend, radishes, prunes, fresh plums. All of these foods will increase your fiber content without a lot of calories, and that fiber is going to pull out that cholesterol into your stool, which is the very best place for it to be. What to avoid? White breads, cakes, biscuits, sweets, and milk chocolates. So we talked about decreasing blood pressure, decreasing salt, adding your magnesium, calcium, potassium. We talked about decreasing cholesterol with decreasing fried foods and butters, increasing fibers, and annatto E, CoQ ubiquinol, and fish oil. What about uric acid inflammation? It's another thing that clogs the arteries. That one's a simple one, 100% tart cherry juice or cherries, dark black cherries during cherry season. It's nature's gift to us, and it will absolutely pull down those levels. You can see it in your blood. Diabetes. Don't want to forget about that one. That is a major killer of any artery in the body, including arteries to the kidneys, the heart, the brain, and the toes. That's why you get a neuropathy or a numbness in the fingertips and the toes. So diabetes is deadly, and we know that. What are some simple things that can improve diabetes? Number one, get rid of the white foods in your life. Bread, rice, pasta, potatoes, and sugar. Go for color. You can have an orange potato, which is a sweet potato, or a yam. You can have black rice. You can have quinoa. You can have pumpernickel, small amounts of pumpernickel bread, but nothing white. And wheat bread or whole wheat, that's 5 or 10% better. It's really a marketing ploy. In addition to that, cinnamon, berberine, fenugreek are very, very wonderful things that will absolutely decrease the sugar content in your blood. So our product called Sugar Smart has cinnamon, berberine, and fenugreek in it. So it's a beautiful, beautiful product. So let's talk about our products in male health. And if you don't know us, I'm Dr. Birkenstock, Skin Body Health. We have our YouTube channel where we put our live videos on for the last many, many years. It's Dr. Birkenstock, Skin Body Health. That's Dr. Birkenstock's Skin Body Health. You can watch us from TikTok or Instagram Live as well, or either one of our 2 Facebook channels. Please like and share, because when you share, it helps our other friends and family members. They might be interested in something that we have to say, or we might have something to say that helps them. And we would love to speak to and talk to as many people as we can. We want to spread the word of natural. I'm going to step back a moment in time. If we go back 2 or 3 years ago, first I talked about hydroxychloroquine, and yes, we saved a lot of people with hydroxychloroquine, zinc, vitamin C, and vitamin D from that nasty virus that was out. And then as the science matured, we matured as well, and we began to prescribe ivermectin. Finally, the FDA this week backed up on the ivermectin block and said, yes, we have no other choice but to agree. Ivermectin did in fact, and does in fact, help the virus, the pandemic virus. So anyway, not to detain ourselves too much on that, we always try to bring you the most up-to-date information, and we are on the forefront of the doctors who are fighting for truth in the United States of America. So anyway, please like and share us, whether you're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook 1 page, Facebook 2 page, the Dr. Birkenstock page. You can click in the description below to go to our store, skinbodyhealth.com. Our male health bundle. What are the 3 main things that if something's going on in your male health that you want to help yourself with? And that would be magnesium powder, which also makes you sleep very well. Zinc. Zinc is the key to the male penile health, and vitamin D. When you're deficient in vitamin D, you're going to have a problem in the male health department. Those normally run for $124 individually on our retail store. These are more than 1 month's supply, but we have them on sale for $89. $89, and that will be through May 1st. $89. That's the male health bundle. We have so many men that call us and thank us for changing their lives. So we will be posting the foods that are important: avocado, watermelon, dark chocolate, spinach, walnuts, and oysters, pomegranate juice, garlic, chili peppers, and citrus fruits. That's nature's gifts to men, and they're so, so very important. My main message tonight wanted to be, if you've got diabetes, high cholesterol, and blood pressure, and you're not doing things to help yourself naturally with that, losing weight, eating right, and getting those things down naturally, your male health is going to decline. It's going to decline rapidly, and you may never get it back up again. So please heed my warning. We're here to help. We've got a wonderful weight loss program, regardless of what you do. If you simply walk 30 minutes a day, simply eat a little better and make a little better food choices, do natural things like cinnamon, berberine, fenugreek for diabetes management through a product like Sugar Smart, or just your diet. Adding annatto E, CoQ, fish oil to pull down cholesterol naturally, you're going to be doing yourself so much favor, not only to your male health, but also to your entire body health. I don't want to meet you in the emergency room with a heart attack or stroke. Men, let's take this seriously. And if there's anything I can do to help you in any one of our clinics, we're in Mandeville, Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. I do nationwide Zoom calls. I'm also licensed in Florida and Alabama, where we go to at least once a month. I'd love to help you personally. Please let me know. I'm Dr. Birkenstock of Skin Body Health. Our website is skinbodyhealth.com. Our email, info@skinbodyhealth.com. That's info@skinbodyhealth.com. Send us an email, send us a request, and we're happy to help you. I'm Dr. Birkenstock. I'm signing off. Thank you as always. It's my pleasure to talk to you tonight and always.